pencil skirts and shirts that dipped low. Her lips were always bright red, her eyes always lined with a perfect cat eye, and her platinum hair always down in loose curls. She was practically perfect in every way, the Mary Poppins of vampires. I didn't know if I was supposed to hate her or love her for that. This wasn't even her job. She was just here to help. And yet, she had managed to solve more app report issues than my whole team. There was a part of me that worried she would decide she wanted to work here and apply for team leader. "Nothing," I said, setting my bag down on my desk. Minni came over, stepping up behind me. "Allow me," she said, her voice a soft purr. I felt a little wave of heat creep over my cheeks as she pulled off my coat, her presence alone making my pussy throb. She knew what she was doing. We'd been dancing around each other for 3 weeks now. Every morning, she would come up to me. She would help me with my coat or give me a cup of coffee that was always beyond perfect. One morning, I had skipped breakfast by accident, only to come to my desk to find my exact cafe order waiting for me. "Good morning," I said, turning around to look up at her. Her red lips tugged into a fanged smile. Inferno was known to be a sexy boss, but then there was Minni, who was almost equally as terrifying. I wasn't sure how far the two went back, but goddess help anyone who ever got in their way. "How are you, little flame?" she asked. She always used a new pet name. Every morning it was something new. It was borderline harassment, but I couldn't stop the way it turned me on. How in the hell was I supposed to get a promotion when I wanted to bang our office security? It was a game. I was a mouse, and she was the cat that had me pinned down. "I'm okay," I sighed. "I'm just figuring out living situation things." "Makes sense," Minni said. "Although, Cinder has a right to worry." I shot her a sour look, but I didn't have it in me to glare. "Not you too," she shrugged. "You can hate it all you want. It doesn't change the truth, love bug. They love you and care for you. I'll see you later. I need to attend to some things." I nodded and watched as she went, barely doing anything to hide the fact that I was staring at her ass. "Why don't you ask her out already?" I looked up at Jahan as he set his things down on his desk. His hair was damp, and there was a sucker mark on his cheek from a tentacle. I raised a brow, but he only grinned. The office was buzzing around us, monsters and witches coming in from the cold. The skies were gray outside, and snow not too far away. That was one of my favorite things about this office. I liked to watch the weather change throughout the day. "Shut up," I sighed. "It's not like that." Jahan rolled his eyes as he took his seat. "Sure, Ember, sure. I think I remember saying that too." "Shut up," I hissed. "Everyone is on my ass this morning. It's annoying." I started up my computer, taking my seat. Jahan chuckled, starting up his computer too. He leaned forward, his mouse clicking rapidly. "Oh, hell. Ember, we have a meeting in 20 minutes. Jahan said, letting out a long sigh. "Our whole team does." Recently, Alex and Inferna made the decision to split the office into pods for easier management, which was also why the position for team leader had opened up. I had ended up in the Mugroot group, and our team was performing well, despite the barriers between the rest of the team. The two monsters and witches on our team liked to keep to themselves. Jahan and I were convinced it was because we were Omegas and potentially because Billy had already threatened to slit anyone's throat who pissed off his mate. It would be something I would need to be able to work on if I became team leader. I took a deep breath, trying not to focus on that too much. I had a tendency to hyper-focus on certain things, and team leader was what had been haunting me. We spent the next few minutes checking emails and then finally grabbed our laptops, heading to one of the conference rooms. "I'll be there in a minute," Jahan said. I sighed dramatically, watching as he went toward his two monster mates. I lingered for a moment as they both turned their undivided attention on him, Billy and Charlie grinning like fools. Monsters who were simps for their mates were adorable.